Welcome to Secular Homemaker, a channel dedicated to parenting, caregiving, and homemaking, focused on proven, evidence-based techniques, expert insights, and research. Lots of folks find purpose in their homemaking and parenting by teachings they attribute to their holy words. While this is valid, it is not applicable or enough for all. Homemaking and parenting are both never-ending, often thankless jobs. They can be physically and emotionally demanding, dirty, and exhausting. So if it isn't a calling from God, what makes it a sustainable, rich, and joyous life? My son just started giving real hugs. For me, this could be the whole answer. The little things are enormous sources of excitement and wonder. Whether you are caring for the elderly, the disabled, or the very young, it is your love and compassion for them, whether they seem to return it or not, that sustains you. If you lean into that, the most thankless tasks become joyous, and when you get a moment of true connection, a smile from your new baby, a first real hug, a lucid conversation where you learn something new about grandma, it's like the sky opens up. It's true joy. If you are not caring for anyone during your days, but are caring for a home, you can still view even scrubbing the floors as an outpouring of love and care for the people who live there, including yourself. And it's important to care for yourself and your feelings around housework, because a lot of the patting on the back and praise for a hard job well done will necessarily come from you. Only you know, really know, how hard each task and each moment of the day was for you and every little thing you overcame. So it's important to feel internal pride for your work, reward yourself with praise, and create the place you deserve to live in, focusing on the tasks that make the biggest impact toward that goal. Scripture is not the only writing where you can find inspiration. Books, both fiction and nonfiction, can affect your attitudes towards your life. If you want to hear from an author who finds joy and love in commonplace things and the small moments in life, you're in the right place. But another idea is a commonplace book. When you read or hear something inspiring to your life and improving to your mindset, write it down. My commonplace book has quotes from fantasy novels, parenting books, and song lyrics. I go there often when I need reminding of a more powerful and positive mindset. This is most helpful when I feel stuck, helpless, overtired, or frightened. Because I am someone with a panic disorder, it is easy to get caught in spirals of barely possible fears. This is when I dip into the thoughts of braver minds than my own, or kinder ones, or more content. I will do a future video on some of the places I draw inspiration from specifically. If it is hard to find enough joy in the small wins, in caring for the environment of yourself and others, and in great artist writing and songs, well, me too some days. I care for a child all day who is extremely partial to his other parent, and some days that is truly difficult to handle. Some days resentment rises, exhaustion challenges, and panic threatens. Some days are just dark, bare minimum days. But eventually, I put on music that brings me joy, light candles or incense to lift my mood, spend time close to a happy light, take a hot bath as time allows, practice bilateral tapping while thinking the most optimistic thoughts I can muster, or listen to comedy. Sometimes I can spring for a sitter who can give me a couple hours to catch up, whether chores, writing, or self-care. And I try to really hone in on those things the one day of the week my husband has mostly off, using it as a reset for the next 6 days ahead. Sometimes caffeine helps. Sometimes anxiety medication helps. Sometimes trying a new routine or a new activity is the ticket. Today, I went on a 6-minute bike ride and came home a different person while our husband watched our son. I hadn't been on a bicycle in almost 15 years. A change of pace is a great way to change your mindset. While it would certainly be easier to believe that your place in the home is destined, prescribed by God or Goddess, and that you therefore must triumph, I find it more empowering to know that my life was my choice. It is my privilege, and that my success or failure in this life is dependent on my own passion, creativity, hard work, love, and mindset. But if nothing is working for you, and you cannot escape the drudgery, negativity, or overwhelm, try commenting here. I will read, I will comment back, and at least you will not be alone. Thank you.